Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with another recap of Blueface and Chrisean, Crazy in Love Season 2, Episode 6, Gloves On, Hands Up. So, it continues off with them, still talking about how Blueface made Chrisean, and Chrisean is like, that's not what the case is. You know what I mean behind it? And he's like, no, I don't know what you mean, so tell me what you mean. And she was like, listen, I get it. I understand what you're talking about and stuff like that. But it's like, if it wasn't you, it could have been somebody else. At that time, it's just like, he was like, so when I met you, you didn't have anything. And she was like, yeah, I understand that. He was like, what would you do? She was like, I had my own place. I was in college and stuff. They was just like, what did you have when I met you? And she was like, I was playing football and I was doing this, and she was like, you want me to call Jay right now? He was like, listen, that's not what the case it is. And then they ended up going to, I believe, the couch or whatever to sit down and talk about the situation. And she was like, listen, I get it, I understand where this is going and stuff like that. I guess to no avail. They were still talking about it, and he was like, listen, you lied 99 times and whatever. And he was like, we took a lie detector test, like, you lied about some things and it said it was true. And he was like, listen, it is what it is, but all in all, I still love you. Now let's go upstairs and you give me some head. I was just like, what? It literally went left to that, and she was literally obliged. She went upstairs behind him, and that was that. So the next day, he's getting ready for his fight with Floyd Mayweather, so they had to head to Vegas. So she ends up getting some breakfast, must have some cereal, and he started cleaning his jewelry. She was like, I was going to clean it for you, but he got all the stuff he needed to clean it and stuff like that, because he got like a jewelry machine, so it does it for him. Just add the stuff in it and it does like that. So after that, they're getting ready to get in the car so they can head to Vegas. They get on the private jet, they head to Vegas. They head to Floyd's center, where they start preparing. So he's met with a trainer and a few other people to help him in the ring. So he started getting ready and whatnot. And they did like a practice or whatever. But they get to the hotel, and Chrisean's friend and stuff is there, her assistant. So they got this nice Adidas outfit. Well, she got like some Adidas shoes or whatever. And he got some new Adidas, kind of like Balenciagas, but they're Adidas. They look cute, and to match with his fighting and everything there. So they started play fighting and whatnot. So he ended up pushing her onto the bed while she done tried the shoes on. And she was like, nah, come back so I can get my lip back and push you back. And they started going play fighting and whatever. And then, he hugged her and whatnot. But, before that happened, they landed in the room. He was talking to her like negative, and he just wanted to go downstairs to the casino. And I guess one of the producers asked, was she your good luck charm? He was like, nah. She was like, why you say it like that? Why you act like that? Why you being so negative? So I thought she got up and left the room with her purse. Next, they all go downstairs to the casino and whatever and get it on. So now it's the next day, and they're getting ready for the fight. So they try on the blues and stuff like that. And that's when they do the little play fight or whatever. So then they head to the gym, and they meet it by a trainer, and he starts talking crap. Chrisean didn't like that. Next thing you know, they, training or whatever the case may be. And Floyd comes up, and I didn't realize he was so short. Like, what? But that man is quick on his feet. Like, next they was doing, I think, a round or two of just like play fighting and whatnot, Blue and Floyd. And they was just, playing around. And Floyd, he was basically giving him the business. Like, you would think that it was like they was really going at it. He was like, nah, I'm just playing around right now. Like, Blue had some hits and Floyd got some hits, and like it was overall good. And then Chrisean was cheering them on, like, listen, move around, get from out this space, keep moving, and stuff like that. And then people was cheering once I think Blue, had hit him a couple of times, and he was like, listen, there's no cheering and fighting. Fighting wins. Like, no, you can't do that. Like, no. So they was going at it for a couple of times, and then I think Whack 100 came in and started talking to them, and then he was like, oh my God, this is the first time I actually seen your belly. And she turned around in the mirror and looked like, me too. And then she went outside with her brother, and they was talking, and she went to get something to eat, like an orange or whatever. She was like, Blue, do you want me to bring back any vegetables or whatever? He was like, nah, he's good. So she's talking outside with her brother and stuff like that. Then they end up going back inside, and Chrisean's talking to her friend and another friend on the side, and she just talking about how, things they was talking about, the whole situation. And then they started talking about how he said that that's his baby. And then he started going other stuff. Then she was like, listen, at this point, what are we really doing? Like, he's talking about, I gotta stay at home with the baby. She was like, no, me, you, and the baby, we can go on the road and do what we gotta do. And then her friend was trying to tell her, like, listen, when my siblings or sisters or cousins, whatever, had their babies, they went back to work. They was not sitting at home with no baby. Like, they did what they had to do, and then they got back to work. Like, listen, if that's the case, me and my baby, we gonna get money together. Like, if I can make like $10, $20 off my name in like a few hours, I'm good. Like, we gonna get this money regardless, like, with or without you, is basically what she was trying to say. So after that, the fight, they were still doing the fight and whatnot. And then it was good. They did like a few rounds, and Blue did a good job holding his own. Like, you sparred with a heavyweight champion. Like, what? You with Floyd? That was just everything. Everything. So that was basically all that episode in a nutshell. Supposedly next week's episode, I think they still get into it about something. And yeah, I can't wait to see what the aftermath is about that. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this recap and y'all tuning in with me every time. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.